So I like this question a lot because the common answer for people, would you buy stocks in a downtrend, right? The common answer is going to be yes, absolutely. You want to buy when there's blood in the street. Common answer that I used to have was no, you don't want to buy in a downtrend. You don't want to be the salmon swimming upstream, and well, what's going to happen? You land right into the bear's mouth, right? Like I think that there's some nuance around how we're going to answer this question. So let's dive into it, right? Like, would you buy stocks in a downtrend? Well, if the market, right, you're looking at the NASDAQ, you're looking at the S&P 500, and you're in the steep downtrend, right? Like you're looking at what it did end of February, and you're like, should I buy stocks now? Right? Like, how much further could the market possibly fall? Let's say that that's the attitude. Well, the way that I go about doing it is I'll go and I'll look at my watch list. I maintain a watch list of stocks that I call interesting ideas. These are ideas that I pick up from stocks that pass my scans. I'm scanning for fundamental criteria and I'm scanning for technical criteria, and it's a blend of both of those, and I do that every week. And most of the time I have the same stocks that are on my watch list, and when a stock comes on my watch list, it tends to stick around there for a long time. So I'll go through my watch list and I'll see what stocks are setting up in bullish patterns, right? So I'm looking at the charts and I'm trying to see, well, are there bullish patterns here, right? Like, oh, well, what's the character of the stock? Is it wide and loose? Is it all over the place? Is it starting to consolidate? Did it just pull into support? Is it still in a prior uptrend and it's just testing support? Well, those things come into play. And let's say where the market, the S&P 500, the NASDAQ, well, whichever index you follow, let's say that it's in a downtrend, but you're starting to see a whole bunch of stocks that are setting up in bullish patterns, then yeah, in that scenario, I will step in and buy some stocks. Now, it's going to depend on the scenario, well, how the market is, how many stocks are setting up, those kinds of things that will flavor how much risk I want to put on at that time. Meaning, normally, I will risk 1% of my capital on any one position. That doesn't mean that like if I'm running a $100,000 portfolio that I'm only taking $1,000 and putting it into that stock. No, that means that there's going to be $1,000 at risk. So if, let's say, stock XYZ is trading at 100 and I want to place my stop loss down at 95, then that means that I'm going to be able to buy a certain number of shares. If the price for the stop loss is tighter, like let's say it's at 97, I'll be able to buy more shares, but I still want to risk that 1% of capital. Okay, fine. How many stocks are setting up and how much capital do I want to put at risk right now? Maybe it's 1%. Maybe it's 0.5%, maybe it's 2%, right? Like maybe things are looking pretty good and I want to risk 2% of my capital, and so I'll probably have 2 positions. Or maybe I want to break it up a little bit. Maybe I want to have up to 4 positions and each of them are only going to have 0.5% of capital at risk. It's looking at the market and having different ways to gauge the overall health, the overall mood of the market, and then letting that tell me how much do I want to put at risk. And from there, that's how I'm trading. And so that's how I will buy stocks in a downtrend.